So hello guys, this is CraftCup number 32. This is the bigger version. The winner from today's CraftCup is going to take home $50 and it will qualify to CraftCup King of the Month among with other 3 players. So there will be 4 in total, and the winner of CraftCup's King of the Month is going to take home $250. More on that I will tell you later. We have Magulina spawning as the red Zerg on the bottom side, and on the upper side we have yoigen or something like that spawning as the blue Terran. Magulina told me that his opponent, this Terran, yoigen, is a pretty good player. I didn't have time to check his profile, but I trust him. So let's see what are we going to see today. We have the map is Xelnara Caverns, of course. This seems to be like a standard map. Even we see this map even more often than Metalopolis. Actually, I really want to see some of the new maps today, like Test Bug. For people who don't know, CraftCup's admins recently made some rule changes. They took out Steps of War from the map pool and they added ICC Cup Test Bug. That's cool map that has 3 spots where you spawn, and it's lava in a part and green in a part, and pretty cool looking map, and it has some pretty cool mechanics. Hopefully we are going to see a map like this, like that, and I'm going to talk more about it right then. We see a classic opening by the Terran player, Refinery. He will have 25 guess right when the barrack is finished. This was usually a very standard. This was usually a very standard opening since the beta, where people didn't build the first marine; they just threw down a tech lab and started to build the Reaper, of course. Now let's check Magulina. We see that he expanded before the spawning pool, and he is also getting gas before the spawning pool will be finished. Judging from this, I might guess he will go for fast Zerlings. Now I hope everything is okay. I didn't have time to check the stream quality. I had some problems with the website. I have some plugins that show when my stream is online and how many viewers I have, and the latest videos that I have posted. And it seems that because of that plugins my website didn't load, so I had to disable them. And other than that, I didn't have time to check my sound and the stream quality. So if someone is kind enough to join the chat channel and tell me how exactly everything is looking. And I'm guessing you are probably not seeing the overlay, because I just remembered I have disabled it. So after this game I will restart the stream. Now we see that yoigen is moving forward with 4 marines, and it will be joined by this SCV maybe. He will go. He is going for a 1-1-1 opening. We see that he already has the factory, and the starport is on the way. We might actually see, oh no, we see a second Hellion. Sometimes Terran players like to build a tech lab after the first Hellion and swap the starport with the factory's tech lab, and that means a Banshee. But we might actually see a Hellion drop or some kind of Hellion play, because he's building another Hellion. And now that the starport is complete, we see a command center by yoigen. So nice job. He's playing on a He wants to play on a macro level. Let's see how Magulina will deal with this kind of pressure. We have 5 marines and 1 Hellion. This Spine Crawler is taking a lot of hits, but there are 2 queens over there. No Zerlings yet, but it seems that there are only 3 marines left, 1 with 1 hit points left, and the Spine Crawler almost died. Let's see. No drone kills yet, so more Zerlings are popping out, and we have a Banshee incoming. No Banshee cloak yet, not enough gas, and Magulina seems that he killed this early pressure of 5 marines and 2 Hellions. Let's see how he is going to respond. In his base we see that he already has his layer. This is a very fast layer, and he's already mining gas from the two in-base extractors. Now the Banshee will be out, still no cloak researching, and we have two more barracks. This is usually a not really a, let's call it a classic opening. When the command center is at about 50 or 60%, you throw down two more or maybe three more barracks in order to support. You can easily support this kind of numbers of production facilities when you take your command center. Now we already see an orbital command. After the orbital command will be done, he will call down a mule and of course try to secure his expansion by flying the orbital command. We also see Magulina doing a good job and making an overseer and using it for scouting purposes, so he right now knows about everything. Also taking down two more extractor at the expansion and position those two overlords in this location. Maybe there is one extra overlord here. It might get easily picked up if the Terran player Yoigen decides to attack on this side with some marines. Now, as I've said, Yoigen moves forward with his army and he's trying to secure his expansion. We might actually see some bunkers thrown down, or maybe not. And this Banshee is just hanging around over here. He can't actually attack the expansion because there are two queens over there, and in the main base there is only one queen. But we have a spire and a Bailey nest on the way, and when the Multilis will pop out, this Banshee will become useless and it will force him to retreat, or why not, it might actually die. He's trying to keep some map control with it. As you can see, Magulina cannot afford to take the Selnaga towers. He's only right now sending a Zelling that's just going to get roasted by those Hellions. And now the four Multilisk are out. Magulina is forced to retreat because there is a pretty nice force with 15 Marines, one Banshee, one Medivac, and two Hellions, and one Marauder in the composition. So let's see what can Yoigen do. It seems that Magulina is pretty well defended. He has 6 Banings on the way, not to mention a lot of Multilisk. And now Yoigen is doing a pretty nice job, but there it is. He tried to do some micro, and he now lost all his forces, and Magulina is pretty safe to expand again. Yeah, better this way. Now let's check down the Terran player's base. We see combat shield on the way. The siege tech just ended, so he will be better to attack when he will have siege tanks, because the siege tanks are going to deal better with now back to the game. It's pretty nice that sometimes you actually have some really rude players that are bored and have nothing else better to do. It's no problem. We are going to continue with the cast, and as we see, Magulina is now expanding again. The Terran player might actually want to do that again. Oh, a very early steam. I'm not sure if that was a pretty good idea. At least he's destroying the creep tumors, but if you see, the Medivac will soon be out of energy. We also have 6 Marines on the way, armor level 1, because he already has weapons level 1 research. And now, oh ho ho ho, don't go there. The Multilisk are picking down the tanks, and there are only some Zerlings left and 3 Marines, and Magulina deals with this pressure again. I'm not sure what Yoigen is doing right now, because he seems to be a bit messed up. He's trying to attack with these small forces and he always fails. We see an armory on the field, and that's the sign for a Tor, maybe. And also in this situation, Terran players really like to upgrade the level 1 attack for the tanks. And he continues to produce marines. He has all the upgrades except conclusive shells. Conclusive shells sometimes is pretty useful in ZVT, mainly because you can they are useful when you see roaches. Of course this is not going to be the case, but you can use the marauders to slow down the banings with the conclusive shells. And let's see the marine micro, nice job. There are only some Motalisk left, and let's see if he will be able to take down this hatchery. I think he will finally succeed. Oh, the hatchery is at 122, and oh no, yoigen fails again. At least he should have just focused fire this hatchery. And now Magulina is taking down these destructible rocks in order to expand at the gold location. So as I've said before, the Terran player is a bit in the downside, upgrading to level 2. And for the Romanian players, tomorrow I'm going to do a PGL coverage where we are going to commentate in Romanian the PGL games, the one I have some pretty good ones, and I will also show you the interviews I took with the players. Another scan, destroying the creep, and right now the Terran player should also destroy his own rocks and maybe take his expansion also. We see that Magulina is now just is having his hatchery at 50% on the goal location. Now let's check his base. We see that he's researching armor level 2 and flare attacks level 2. We have another engagement over here. He's forced to retreat with this pack of marines. I'm not sure how this is going to look for the Terran player, because Magulina has some pretty large forces, a lot of bindings. The bindings are down, but there is still a big flock of Motalisk left, and maybe too few marines right now. We see that yoigen is producing about 7 marines in a pack and 2 tanks, because he has 2 factories, one over here and one over here. And now he's trying to secure his expansion. We see that this command center is going to be turned out into a planetary fortress. We see 2 missile turrets and a bunker. Now Magulina is going to push again with a lot of Zerlings and Motalisk. Let's check it out. And as I've said before, this is not looking good for yoigen. The Motalisk are raining chaos. They are even upgraded to 1-1, and now he's even attacking the Terran's player base. Even the tanks are getting down. It's pretty hard to deal with these Zerlings that are upgraded to 1, and there you will soon be 2-2. There are even Zerlings inside the Terran players' expansion. The command center is not mining, and there are even some SCVs that are pulling from the line to deal with the Zerlings. But Magulina still has 5 Motalisks out, 4 Motalisks out, and he's also just finishing his hive. Level 2 missile attacks is done, but again, I'm not sure what the Terran player can do. Check out how many Zerlings there are here. 89 Zerlings on the field, 8 Motalisks. So this is looking very bad for the Terran player. And that is the GG. Magulina moves forward. I'm going to restart the stream, so I will be right